What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and Colts football is back. The first preseason game of the year is tomorrow as the Carolina Panthers are coming to town. I'm pumped for this game. You're pumped for this game. I'm so excited. I'm going to get into all the things I'm looking forward to seeing tomorrow. And yeah, let's get into it right now. So, first off, I want to talk about the one thing I believe we're all looking forward to seeing the most tomorrow, and that is Jacob Eason and Sam Ellinger in an actual NFL game. Now, I get this is a preseason game and it's not like a regular season game, but still, to see them in an actual NFL game going up against a different defense than what they would normally go up against, to me, is very valuable. Now, I know they went up against the Panthers in the last few training camps, and they did look really good against the Panthers defense in those two training camps, but still, an actual game, granted it's preseason, is completely different than training camp. It's a much different animal. So this game should begin to tell us about Jacob Eason and Sam Ellinger when it comes to how they perform, how they read a defense, if they make a mistake, how they rebound from said mistake. Do they rebound positively or negatively? And this will begin to formulate an idea for us on which one is better than the other. So according to Frank Reich, Jacob Eason is going to get the start tomorrow, and then I believe Sam Ellinger will get to start the following week. So tomorrow we should start to get an idea of what to expect from both Jacob Eason and Sam Ellinger, and I'm pumped to see what they can do. Another thing I'm looking forward to seeing tomorrow is Michael Strawn, because Michael Strawn has been making great plays in training camp. I just want to see him in a game because you have those players that will look great in training camp. But then when you get to an actual game, they kind of fizzle out. So I want to see if Michael Strawn is like one of those players that will have a great training camp and fizzle out, or if he can continue what he's been doing in training camp and bring it into an actual game and look really good. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm not expecting Michael Strawn to be a 1,000-yard catcher or a 15-yard, type of player. I'm not expecting that at all. But I do think Michael Strawn is going to be really good in this league, and I think if he plays like how he is playing in training camp, he might be the biggest steal of the draft. So that's another thing I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm also curious to watch receivers that aren't named Ty, Pittman, Campbell, and Pascal, and I want to see how they perform tomorrow because really after our top four receivers, we don't know who receiver 5, 6, and maybe 7, depending on who, makes a 53-man roster. We don't know what those guys are going to be. So I'm really curious to see how DeMichael Harris looks tomorrow. I'm curious to see Desmond Patman, how he looks tomorrow, and the other guys we have on roster too. Because I'm pretty confident that Strawn is going to make the team unless he just doesn't look good in preseason. I'm pretty confident, but what about that last spot or two? Who's going to make the roster? That's what I'm curious to seeing tomorrow. I want to see these guys and how, they perform. I want to see what they offer, how good each one is. So that's what I'm looking forward to as well tomorrow. I'm also really curious about our left tackle position because with our left tackles, they haven't looked great in training camp. They've struggled, to say the least, in training camp. There's been times where they've been put to the ground. Now, there have been times where they haven't looked terrible. But I am not super confident so far. I'm just holding out hope. Our defensive line is just that good, and that's why our left tackle hasn't looked great. So I'm looking forward to seeing Holden tomorrow, Sam Tevy, Julian Davenport, and just how they play. I want to see what they look like tomorrow. I'm also looking forward to Chris Reed and seeing how he looks tomorrow. So, hopefully it's a much better result tomorrow than what it's been in training camp so far. I'm also looking forward to our cornerbacks, more specifically that third cornerback spot with Rocky Sin, TJ Carey, Marvell Tell, and Isaiah Rogers. It's a very important year for all these guys because obviously Isaiah Rogers looked really good when he was playing in that Buffalo game. I thought he did quite well. Rocky Sin, this is a big year for him. If he doesn't win that spot, he could be out of a job soon. You got TJ Carey. This is his last year as a Colt so far. If he doesn't win that spot, then he's probably out of a job as well. So I'm very curious to see who's going to be that third cornerback when we get to week 1. And tomorrow should give us a pretty good indication on who's going to win that spot. And that will do it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We're here tomorrow, Colts Panthers, 1 o'clock EST. I'm excited about it. Let me know what you're looking forward to the most in the comments below. And hey, if you're new, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click the subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon. That way you're notified whenever a video goes up, as well as when we go live on here. If you like this video, smack that like button and let me know in the comments once again what you're looking forward to seeing the most tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt. bleed blue. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other two videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.